Well, hey, how you doing there? Mark Levitt here for another installment of What I'm Thinking. This is episode number 11. That's right. Now, a lot of you might remember those old radio shows where they just started each broadcast saying something like, why don't you all just sit back and take a listen? Well, I'm asking you all to drop an eyeball and get ready for my broadcast. So just drop an eyeball and get ready for the next few minutes of comedy madness, okay? And hey, just try to enjoy this moment of your life, shall you? Okay? All right. So I guess we should just begin the broadcast. What do you think? How about it? How about it, gang?
One ugly motherfucker.
You found me beautiful once.
Honey, you got real ugly.
Dude, you're okay. This one, real fucking ugly.
Take this quarter. Go downtown and have a rap. Gnaw that thing off your face.
I go
Wow. Okay. I guess there's a little backlash here. But anyhow, I'm your host, Mark Levitt. Welcome to episode 11 of What I'm Thinking. So anyway, in the week, in the news this week, we had Lea Michele, her nail artist, apparently just came out in the press, citing her good qualities. I'm going to just shut the window here, so we don't have that street noise that's so problematic. Anyway, Lea Michele's nail artist came out in the press, basically defending her. And I just want to say, are we all surprised that Lea Michele has a nail artist? I mean, what is a nail artist anyway? Isn't it just like a fancy manicurist? Or, I mean, is this woman actually doing, painting landscapes or bowls of fruit on Lea Michele's nails? I mean, what's the deal here? Nail artist. Ridiculous, right? And is it pathetic that she had to go that far down the hierarchy in her social contacts to get somebody to stand up for her, like her nail artist? I mean, what was that? Between her nail artist and the guy she says hello to at the bank? I mean, were those the only prospects she could draw from? It's really pathetic, right? Lea Michele, yeah, nuts. Now she also got called out at the worst possible time, right? It's hard to hear about celebrity misbehavior right in the middle of a global pandemic and all these Floyd riots. It's like the worst possible time. That's why you have all these celebrities doing these PSAs and just publicly apologizing for things they didn't even have anything to do with. They're preemptively apologizing, basically. So you have a bunch of celebrities just apologizing, so in case they do anything wrong, they're covered, right? They could just say, well, I apologized. Y'all have it on film. So they could do all kinds of stuff. So basically what Lea Michele should have done is, I don't know, with the Glee rap party or something, she just said, look, I know I've been acting like a bitch, so I'd like to formally apologize. That would have covered her ass, but she apparently didn't do that, right? So now she thought she was safe. She thought everybody forgot about it. But all of a sudden she just comes out in the news saying, how bad she feels about the Floyd riots and how she's, all this stuff, and then have all their cast members say, look at this hypocrite, man. She just did all this shit to us, and now she, obviously she was racist and all this other stuff to us, and now she's saying, y'all should be more like me, Lea Michele. A stupid name, right? It's Lea Michele, ridiculous. Anyway, in non-Lea Michele news, you have Anna Kendrick, who's starring in this new movie where apparently she goes on some kind of a road trip with her boyfriend's sex doll. I mean, has anybody ever approached Anna Kendrick with an idea she didn't jump at? I mean, really, that's the idea for this film. She goes on a cross-country tour with her former boyfriend's sex doll. And also this sex doll apparently speaks and is liberated. So it has all kinds of these feminist opinions, and it's a blow-up sex doll, which it stretches credulity. It stretches credulity, doesn't it? It's a lame concept. And what next? Are they going to have like Seth Rogen be in a film where he takes a road trip with his girlfriend's vibrator named Maxine, who's vocally woke or something. Hey, Maxine, that's probably the next vehicle. So that you have that and the Kendrick vehicle. Also, in this week in the news, you had Looney Tunes, who apparently took away Elmer Fudd's gun because they didn't want to depict violence. But then you think about all those Wile E. Coyote cartoons. I mean, what the hell was that? That's peaceable contact right there. I mean, that coyote gets blown up, thrown off cliffs. He gets mangled bodily in all kinds of manner. And nothing ever happened to that bird. They didn't discipline the bird. They didn't shackle the bird. They didn't even muzzle that bird on Twitter. There were no repercussions for that fucking Roadrunner. It got off scot-free. What about that, Looney Tunes? What about it? I guess that was Warner Brothers. But still, what's the deal? How come there's there's no fairness here? No fairness. Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton made headlines this week by announcing their plans to get married right after the pandemic. Yeah, but that's what they said right after the Russian collusion investigation and after the murder hornets. They said the same thing. I think Blake Shelton is running out of excuses, frankly. I mean, obviously the man is gun shy. He doesn't want a Miranda Lambert situation on his hands. He doesn't want that kind of a fracas, right? So, he's just like pushing her off. Look. We'll wait till this pandemic has died down. We'll wait. Murder hornets, they're out there. They're creatures, We don't want that. He's going to run out of things. And what's the next thing? He said, look, we're going to wait till JCPenney's is back on their feet, till they've opened their doors to really, really get this marriage going. What do you say, Gwen? Sound like a plan? Not exactly, right? I don't know. I don't know if they'll ever get hitched. I don't really care that much. Not a real deep-seated thing for me to focus on. Anyway, I guess that's about it for this week. I hope you all are continuing to fare well during this pandemic situation. Continue to social distance, wear your face mask, avoid all social contact if possible. I know I try. So I'll see you all again, and I hope you're all doing well. So I hope you all will continue to stay safe. What do you think? Huh?
I know there's a problem with your face.
You're incapable of running this shit. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I've ever heard.
Wow.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.